In this segment, we're going to take a look at how to disassemble a dress shirt to get the most usable parts.
I know the first time I picked up a ready-made garment and I cut it with scissors, it felt like tearing a page out of a book. I know it could feel awkward. It's perfectly okay to cut up a shirt.
I recommend getting pinking shears, and you can see that it has a zigzag kind of an edge right there. You get a seam that doesn't ravel very much. So let's go ahead and disassemble this shirt. Start at the underarm. So I'm cutting right next to the seam. So I've cut right next to the seam. I've now got two sleeves and the underarm bits. They have a placket that you can undo, roll up the sleeves like I'm wearing right now. And I was tempted, because there's an opening here, to cut up there. But it actually ruins the end of the placket. Where you always want to cut is on the underarm seam. So you're going to cut away both sides of the underarm seam. Now when you get to the cuff, there is no underarm seam, so you just cut forward. Is a piece that I can use for, let's say, a skirt or the back of a shirt. And I've got a flare built in already. I don't have to do any gathering. But I've got that really, really interesting bit of the placket and the buttonhole and the button and the overlap. Let's go back to the main shirt. The next thing I do is cut off the collar. You can also open this up, pull out the frayed part, and then close it again, and you have a very clean look for a collar. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off the yoke. So back to the shirt again. So I'm going to cut the placket off. I'm going over about 1/2 inch just to give myself some leeway for whatever it is I want to do. So we've got those that we're able to use later. One way to get the most possible yardage out of a shirt: eliminate the underarm and cut around it, and then sew the seam together. So and if I folded over the seam and put this on here and top stitched it, and I did the same thing on the other side, I'd have a bigger piece of fabric than I could get any other way. So that's an option. Another is to just cut the side seams out. Here's a dress shirt I haven't done much with, and I just want to show you with the shirt we cut up some things that could happen with those pieces. So there's what a double collar would look like. Kind of cute. I could put that stripe down here. I could also use the stripe around here. And then on the back, so it looks like there's a sleeve. Here's another sleeve. And you can start to see how the shirt would be transformed. So the great thing about my Paganoonoo instructions is that all of these elements that we've cut apart, you can kind of mix and match them in the different patterns and come up with a design that you really love, that you're going to love to wear. Thank you.